Yeah, I shut it off, so it's probably going to be two videos, Gary. Sorry. The issue with this house is everything can be repaired in it, and we can start cutting corners. But the whole issue here is the neighborhood. I mean, there was just a huge cat fight outside, which I'm going to go out here with this, and you might be able to hear it for some entertainment. But that's all crap. Hold down the steps. That's all rat crap. So you got the carpet there. Then this flooring, it's all laminate flooring. And according to Russell, who is a property manager here, this lady used a janitorial mop. And as everyone knows, this cheaper laminate flooring will not handle moisture. It's shrunk up here. We could probably knock it back together. There's a huge dip in the floor right here, and it's hard to see on the video. Depending on how extensive we want to get. I mean, this is how they lived. I mean, that's all filth on the windowsill. These are their curtains, which is an old rickety blanket. You know, holes in the walls. We could carpet this probably, put a little extra padding in that dip and pull that off and cut a little cost, but the issue here is the neighborhood, period. I mean, I'm not too bright, and I'm not afraid of too many neighborhoods. I would not really want to come down here after dark to collect rent or visit. This is all grease, stuff slopped. Here's where we're going to get into the money. This floor is buckled up right here, and all the subfloor is rotten and spongy. So that's going to have to be addressed. It needs a total new kitchen floor. That's all filth. I'm just documenting that because this lady's looking for a security deposit back. We're going to go into this room, which I think I forgot the room upstairs to show you, which I'll go back up there. Again, the carpet's trashed. The rats are eating the carpet up down here too. More mouse crap, rat crap. The flashing on the outside, we'll go outside in a minute, but whoever did this roof did a poor job, period, on the roof, but it looks like they didn't re-flash it. They used existing flashing, and I'm going to guess they did that because they didn't know what they were doing to re-flash it, because the roof job is so poor. This bathroom here is a downstairs half bath. It's the same way. The floor's been doctored up over the years. You can see it's 1, 2, 3 different colors tile, and it's all rotted underneath there, so that's going to need cut out and repaired. The vanity in here might be salvageable, may not, probably. Let's see, now we're going to go into the kitchen, which that's all that dark is all filth, and that's why the rats are in here. That you can see the kitchen floor. I mean, somebody come in here and put whatever color tire they had in their trunk, but if you look close here, this is it's all rotten. The floor's all spongy. It must be soaked. This kitchen is riddled with cockroaches. And as soon as I open a cupboard, you'll be able to see that. But the floor is just, I'm walking on right now, is extremely spongy. They trashed the stove. There's a cockroach right there on the wall. I know they're in the cupboards when I open them. But this sink underneath here, the plumbing or supply lines, has leaked for so long. It has literally rotted the cabinet out underneath here. Sorry about that, that's my finger. But I think what happened is it rotted and it ran down. This is a low spot in the floor, and they just left water sit here. The floor is real low all along here, and that's higher up here. Let's see what else we got on here. There's more roaches. See him right there, he's crawling down the cabinet. They are hard to get rid of. They like the dark, so I'm sure they're around here somewhere. There they are crawling on the floor over there too. So that's where we are with this. I mean, it's just, they only lived here a year, supposedly, too. We go back up here and dress the walls. The walls, I'm trying to avoid the crap, but it ain't working. The flashing, let me see which room it is. Sorry, I'm going fast, Gary, but you already seen all this. I just want to document the flashing that's... Okay. Maybe it was in the downstairs. Oh, here it is. I walked right by it. The flashing has been leaking. This whole wall is soft. It's been leaking for a long time. It looks like it's, I don't know if that's, and it's leaked down in the ceiling there. But, I mean, it's not life or death. Cut it out, put some drywall, mud it. I mean, again, there's some hidden things here that we're not going to see until we dig in. We don't have no idea what's going to be behind that wall, if it's molded, rotten, what. Alright, we're going to go down in the basement, then outside, and then try to view the neighborhood. Okay, this is going down the steps. There's a gap underneath the bottom of that door with section 8. You see how the door don't even fit. Whoever put it in didn't do a very good job, but the threshold's missing out of the door, and section 8 would have never left that happen. Floor's rotten here too. I mean, the whole floor in this kitchen must have just laid damp because, you know, the roaches like the damp area and dark area. But everywhere I step, you can tell it's all the subfloors. You know, it's not just the underlayment, it's the subfloor itself. We'll go downstairs and see what we encounter down here, Gary. That door, I mean, I don't know what they did to that. Look at the lock. It's hard to see there. Basically, I would take the furnace and hot water tank out of this place and run. We need one at another property. It'd probably work if it's probably an 80,000 BTU. Okay, we're in the basement. Typical animal crap. Basement. Actually, the basement's probably the cleanest spot in the house. You can see here the floor is heaved up in the foundation right here. I mean, it's a huge hill. Then there's a low spot right there. Let me take a closer look. Something has ate all the insulation out of this corner over here, which I'm sure there's no light bulbs down here. I'm assuming it's ratting out. No light bulb there. Assuming it's the rats, and that light bulb don't work. All that dark stuff right there is all insulation that something's eaten out. There's actually, that's like a mold growing and a fungus from the floor being wet. You know, we could pressure wash this and paint it and be done. But let's go outside. And the key factor is the neighborhood. So let's go out here and see if we can view this neighborhood without pissing off who's outside. Russell said the 2 apartment buildings across the street are some type of halfway home for homeless people. Here's what you have in the neighborhood. I mean, this is a multi-unit here. This is kind of a view of the neighborhood. I'll get out here. There's a guy watching me, so that is actually our home right there as well. There's just a view of the neighborhood. A lot of vacant properties. This was a house that they tore down right here where my car's parked, this vacant property. Go back here and see if we can't get a view of the flashing job that's going to need ripped up and replaced. Let's see here. It's one of the worst roof jobs I've ever seen. Doesn't look like there's any plywood clips in plywood the way it's waving. Yeah, it's going to be really hard for you to see, Gary. But the flashing is why it's leaking. It looks like they just left the old flashing and went over it when they did the roof. So again, the neighborhood's not the greatest. Let's go. There's getting ready to be a little cat fight here next door. See if we can't video it, maybe put it on for everybody to see. I don't know what's going on with this here. Something's fishy here. Alright, that's it, Gary, for this property.